What up, bitches? In this just wonderfully beautiful, beautiful, beautiful home that I'm so very lucky to be able to stay at currently. I am just house sitting here, but dude, this place is complete stokage. I mean, come on, dude. Just out here, got the outdoor bath. Look at this obsidian, dude. Wow. This is the shit you gotta focus on. Some chick that doesn't give a fuck about you, that you're thinking about all day. What the fuck you doing, man? Look at this rock. Why don't you feel up this rock? That's the real energy, dude. Thinking is gay. Why are we thinking? Thinking only hinders you to the fullest degree. See this Buddha man? He's not thinking about shit. And he has a smile on his face all day, all night, every day. You see this rock? You see how beautiful it is? It's stunning. And it doesn't have a day where it's not stunning. You see this guy? I've never seen him not smiling. And there ain't shit happening in there. But at the same time, it's all happening there. Stop thinking. You know, the other day, I was in the sauna, right? Sweet ass sauna, you know, it's all redwood, hand built. You know what I was doing in there? I was sweating, was getting all that nasty shit out. I wasn't thinking about shit. I was just enjoying it. That's all. Simple as that. Stillness. No mind. That's what it's about, man. The stillness and the no mind. Sorry, I sound all stuffy and shit. I got a cold fucking first week of work at school, and I work at a school, so, you know, it's like a whole new bio hazard fucking group of kids. You know, each time I start a new thing with new kids, I'm getting something new. But I kicked it pretty quick. It took a couple days. Sauna did me good. But man, so many people are in these depressive states that they've created for themselves. And mental health is real, but most of you fuckers, 99% of us, maybe 97, we're not screwed in the head. We're not fucking schizo. We're not like severe, like such bad depression that our brains are functionally not operable. Like you're just in this, you know, you're in a bad state of mind. You're in a shitty state of mind. You're surrounded by shitty people in a shitty environment that you've curated for yourself. Dude, quit that job. Go move away. Go do something. Go jump in the water. Go walk into the forest for not thinking about where you're going. You're not thinking how far I'm going to go. You just go. I don't know. You might see a cool tree. Look at the bark. You're going to see a cool ass pattern. You're going to see some cool shit. And it's going to speak to you. It's going to fill up all that. You got all that thinking bullshit happening. It's going to fill up your head with none of that. That ain't you. Thought is not self. See, we associate thought with self. When thought is not self. We are greater than thought. We have to be enlightened in the enlightened state. And to be in the enlightened state means we are above thought. To be above thought is to be conscious. Without consciousness, there's no thought. Without thought, consciousness still lives on and does its thing. I've been reading this wonderful book. Oh. Dude, check out this fucking setup. No, that's what I'm talking about. Right, so this book here, The Power of Now. It's a good ass book, let me tell you. When I'm reading, I'm not fucking thinking. I'm absorbing. I'm being conscious. It's saying the things I already know. All this shit is already in us. It's within us, and it's not. That's the mistake, man. It's all there. You just gotta reach down and grab it. You know, it's all there. You don't have to sit there thinking about all this new shit 24/7. It wasn't through the mind, through thinking, that the miracle that is life on earth or your body was created and is being sustained. There's clearly an intelligence at work that is far greater than the mind. Retard maxing, dude. We are all retarded, dude. We're so fucking stupid. And that's okay. We're not supposed to be the higher intelligence. How can a single human cell measure 1/1000th of an inch in diameter and contain instructions within its DNA that would fill 1,000 books of 600 pages each? And fucking, we're filling up, whatever, 10 by 8 square inches of nonsense with this writing. Like, dude, what do we know, man? Our language is just completely inferior. You gotta breathe, feel, and speak through the vibrations. That rock I was showing you earlier, that Buddha guy, they're just in the vibrations. They're just feeling all the vibration, and I can feel it, and I can sense it. The mind is a survival machine. Attack and defense against other minds. It's what's created to do. Thinking and consciousness are not synonymous. Thought cannot exist without consciousness. But consciousness does not need thought. When you do use your mind, and particularly when a creative solution is needed, you oscillate every few minutes or so between thought and stillness, between mind and no mind. You know, a good example of when you're feeling that mind and no mind on LSD, when you're in the music, whether it's creating it, being a part of it, or dancing, or seeing, or feeling, the feeling, you're in it. Art, writing, sporting, lifting, whatever it is. Consciousness without thought is the enlightened state. I'm conscious, I'm aware, and I feel, but I'm not thinking about that shit, man. It's all gonna come to you. At the end of the day, it's gonna be the end of the day. And in the morning, it's gonna be the morning. The sun goes, the skies go gray, the snow comes, the rain comes, the sun comes back. Seasons change. I'm thinking about Weather Report Suite. Good ass that song, man. The mind is built for survival, not creativity. Artists create from a place of no mind. Consciousness without thought, no mind. Inner stillness. The mind then can give form to the creative impulse or insight. How that impulse is followed up can be quite impactful. Once the mind has given form to impulse, it must oscillate back to no mind before thought begins to become destructive. Impulse. The impulse, the creative impulse that is, right? Thrive in that impulse, man. If it's when you oscillate between mind and no mind, if you sit, it's yin and yang, man. You sit on mind for like, usually everyone's just sitting in mind, and I think that's the, that's the dark of the yin. That's the, you're just sitting in that. You're not letting the light in, which is the impulse and that's the creative mind. Even the great scientists have reported that the creative breakthroughs came at a time of mental quietude, when those mathematicians like Einstein, all these guys were inquired. They said thinking plays only a subordinate part in the brief, decisive phase of the creative act itself. They're not even thinking about that shit, man. It's just when you're in it, and bam, like that. Many scientists are creatively bankrupt, dude. Like, think of the motherfucker like Neil deGrasse Tyson, or all those idiots that Joe Rogan has on his podcast. The combos, man. If you know, you know. Shout out Elephant Graveyard. Not because they don't know how to think. That's all they know how to do. It's because they don't know how to stop thinking. And now they're just in this depressive fucking, oh, what's up, Suri? Oh, baby's hurt. What happened? You hurt your leg? What did you do? What did you do? It wasn't through the mind. Oh, I already said that bullshit. It's about serving something greater than yourself. And what that, I'm telling you, all that shit, it's going to feel right. It's about what feels right. It's in the gut. I trust my gut to a degree that I don't lose trust or faith at any given time. Ever. Dude, like I said, the sun goes down, sun comes up. I know that it's going to happen. It's all going to come back to me. Whether it's that chick I was digging months and months ago, she'll come back. I'm not worried about it. Why would I? It's not here right now, right in front of me. Like, come on, dude. Emotion. These emotions we have. It's the body's reaction to your mind. That's all it is. It's all that flesh and tissue having a reaction to the mind. It's all that thinking. So the mind is not just thought. It includes your emotions as well as all unconscious mental and emotional reactive patterns. It's the hard-coded mental synapses, the triggers. People have PTSD, and they've been ingrained so deeply in the societal nonsense that they literally have these hard-coded things that they've been told how to react and told how to think about things. So as soon as it happens, it's like a code, and your brain just do this, like a fucking robot. Man, I was telling this kid, right? I told him, it's not, people say, AI is becoming human, or AI is going to take, not even fucking close, man. Like I said a second ago, in one single cell, 1/1000th of an inch, it's carrying all this information that could fill thousands of books. And we are trying to think that we can write down and create something as complex and great as that. Bullshit. Here's the problem. AI's not becoming us. We are becoming AI. We're ChatGPT, all this shit. It's taking in all this information, all the sensory things. It's taking it all in, mixing up this jumble. It's being told what to say, think, and do. It's just a code. It's just, hey, when you are told this, you respond with this. And then it mushes it all together, regurgitates it as its own. Saying, oh, this is mine. I just worked when it's just a bunch of shit it was fed. That's what humans are doing, man. That's where we're at. We're turning into that, where we're just getting shoved information off these fucking little distraction devices that are a massive psyop to implement loss of it's to make us think. And the thinking is not our own. It's not self. So it's shoving all this shit, making us think about this stuff, and shoving it, and it's just feeding us all this information, sensory bullshit. and then we regurgitate it to other people in conversation or whatever it is as our own, when it's not. It's not you. It's not self. It's really just some bullshit you were fed, and now you're like, oh, this is what I believe now, because you're just being told what to believe. You don't believe in anything. The only thing I believe in is the things that are directly around me and the existence of what is the vibrations of. We're all one. Me and this flower, me and that rock, me and that Buddha man, me and these trees, me and this deck and this table, these beautiful flowers. It's no different. None of it's different, man. The only thing that makes us different as humans is that weird little survival instinct to think and be stuck in thought 24/7. It's an addiction. It's literally an addiction, dude. Hold up, man. Hold up. Enlightenment is rising above thought, like I said. As it is, I would say 80 to 90% of most people's thinking is not only repetitive and useless, but because of its dysfunctional and often negative nature, much of it is also harmful. Observe your mind. Take a second. Observe it from that view. You're looking at your mind thinking. That's the thing, is you can observe your thoughts. There's yourself. That's your real self. And observing is being aware of that self. And it's just observing your thoughts from a distance. Observe your mind, and you will observe this to be true. It causes a serious leakage of vital energy. All that thinking. Your energy's depleted. That's the depressive shit. You're putting yourself in this state. You're just all that energy. Now you can't do anything. Now you're just bumming around all day. Now you can't get shit done. Now you can't do the things you need to do. This kind of compulsive thinking is actually an addiction. It's an addiction worse than nicotine, worse than alcohol, worse than weed, worse than any of this bullshit. You're addicted to thinking because you think you can think yourself out of everything. Can't think yourself out of it. Shit, man. It's not going to get you anywhere. Ever. When has it? You tell me. You like to think that, and this is the human projection as well. I've been caught. It's not like I haven't been caught in this loop, but I've whittled it down, man. An addiction. It's when you no longer feel that you have the choice to stop. It seems stronger than you. It also gives you a false sense of pleasure. Pleasure that invariably turns to pain. You really think that's strong? Imagine being under the belief that something is stronger-willed than you. It's your life. You're a part of it. The strongest well of energy there is. And you can put that energy to whatever, man. Why should we be addicted to thinking? Because you believe that you would cease to be if you stopped thinking. That's the ego, man. That's the ego. A false self created by unconscious identification with the mind. It's not even something, it's unconscious. That's the thing. See, the things that are unconscious are really revealing. The things that we do without thinking, that's us. That's really us. And if you're constantly thinking, then you're not you, ever. And now you have that weird identification with the mind, and that's just ego. Now you're just stuck in ego. It consists of mind activity and can only be kept going through incessant and compulsive thinking. That's the only way you can hold up the ego. So it's just you holding up your ego on these pillars, just thinking. To the ego, the present moment hardly exists. Only past and future are considered important. And that is total reversal of the truth. And that's what everyone, the whole mass media, all that bullshit they're shoving, that's what they want. It's the complete reversal of the truth. They're trying to make you think that thinking. They're trying to make you think. That's all it is. Always concerned with keeping the past alive. Because without it, who are you? I'm talking about your past. It constantly projects itself into the future to ensure its continued survival and to seek some kind of release or fulfillment there. One day this, one day that's going to happen. One day I'll get it all. Sitting there waiting Waiting ain't gonna get you shit. Waiting gets you nowhere. Everyone's always waiting for the opportunity to come to them. For waiting for it to come to them. Oh, someone's gonna offer you this. The girl's gonna come and do this, or blah blah blah. No, everyone's waiting. Why are you? You can't wait. You're just waiting until death at that point. And death's a beautiful thing, but you need to be okay with dying right now, today, and that's enlightenment. I could die right now. I'm giving back to the earth. I've done what I've tried. Every step of the way I tried. I'm okay with that, man. I've done my part, and I'm gonna keep doing my part. I don't care. The greater could take me at any point in my life, and that's totally okay. I'm ready. Maybe I'll live till 100. Maybe I'll live till tomorrow. Either way, that's all right. I'm present. It's a sociological survival instinct to ensure one's genetic makeup supersedes the others. Born from insecurity of fading away, that holding on to the past, it's no good. No good at all. Well, that was my ramblings of, all the writings that I've written down, reading these books, and not sitting in my mind and just thinking forever, or sitting on my phone and fucking watching YouTube, doom scrolling. Ugh. I used to do that, man. Just fucking YouTube all day, Man, that shit is... Human exceptionalism... Ugh. Human exceptionalism is a fallacy. To think that we're greater than anything is absolute fucking nonsense. I'll tell you what. And here's the thing, is they've tried to hard code it into us, these synapses, They've tried to become it. They're trying to code our brains like a goddamn computer. And they want you to think that we're better because we can think, or whatever bullshit. Even in our English language. This is really interesting, A grammar of animacy could lead us to a complete new ways of living in the world. Which is really interesting. Animacy. The grammatical and semantic distinction in some languages that classifies nouns based on their level of perceived aliveness or sentience. We think we're the most alive, sentient. We can think about it all. We feel like we perceive it all and wrap our head. Dude, not even close, man. Not even close. That tree over there, or behind me, that shit knows way more than me. It's seeing fucking hell and back. It's been there probably triple my life. Probably like more, like quintuple, like in English, man, a noun-based language, the language of objects. Consume, object this, object that, It's all about consumption, man. For example, look, it's studying. To a human friend, that would be disrespectful, correct? Super disrespectful, right? It's studying. It's eating. Rude, But that is somehow how we speak of other beings, such as plants, animals, and the earth herself. It's spinning around. It's fucking breathing. This is no mistake, right? And subtly, or maybe not so subtly, it gives us permission to think about the world as our own property, where we can do whatever we want. It puts the earth outside of our circle of compassion and care because it's just stuff. But Madizi, Aki, earth life, and earth being. Everything around me is my key, my kin, my being. We're all one. It's family together. Now, through focus and aware, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, like I said, grammar of animacy could lead us to complete new ways of living in the world. If we had respect for the things around. The languages of the natives are living oral tradition. They're literally living. It's key. It's kin, which had not been written down in their long history until fairly recently. That's how to show how alive these things are. Our language is dead, man. It's a language of objects. These languages were so living that to write them down and to like in that sense of trying to define it would be killing it, because now it's not a living, breathing thing. It lives through oral interpretation. We are told that stories are living beings. They grow, they develop, they remember, and they change in their essence, but sometimes in their they change not in their essence, but sometimes in their dress. They are shared and shaped by the land, the culture, and the teller. One story may be told widely and differently. Sometimes only a fragment is shared, showing just one face of a many-faceted story, or being, depending on its purpose. So it is with the story shared here. What I'm saying, man, this is living stuff. Capitalization conveys a certain distinction, the elevated position of humans in their creations in their hierarchy of beings. Though even the way we use capitalization, can you believe this shit? Oh, I gotta change the angle here. This seemingly trivial grammatical rulemaking, in fact, expresses dude, I can't fucking talk. This seemingly trivial grammatical rulemaking, in fact, expresses deeply held assumptions about human exceptionalism, that we are somehow different and indeed better than the other species who surround us. You ain't better than no one. I ain't better than no one, and we aren't better than nothing. Simple. All that thinking makes you think you're above it all, that you're the man child, man. You're some prodigy. You have all this untapped to creative art, and blah 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 blah, and you have so much to give. It's just haven't been given the opportunity. It's all waiting there. In my life, I break with these grammatical blinders to write freely of capital Maple, capital Heron, and Wally when I mean a person, being, human or not, and of uncapitalized Maple, Heron, and human when I mean a category or concept. We speak through the colonial language. Well, time to start retard maxing, you know what I'm saying? Time to rise above thought. Why are you thinking about it? What is it gonna do? Shout out, what is it, Alicia Long or something? Eli, some dude that's all about retard maxing. I don't agree with everything he says, but he knows what it means, that thought. Thought ain't it. Stop thinking. You guys want to see something cool? Ready? Oh, fuck, it flew away. It was this cool little bug. Anyways, check out these flowers. Beautiful, huh? You hear the blue jays? They're not thinking. Stop putting yourself in a shitty spot by overthinking it. Start living life